Hi everybody, it's Julie here, and today I thought I was going to share with you a bit of a painting. Actually two. So it was a really pretty day and I wanted to paint these flowers from the plum tree we have in outside actually our garden. So I brought with me my Fabriano garden journal and also a piece of art rough 300 GSM paper, and I'm just going to do some sketching and then head back into the studio to actually do the coloring. And I hope you want to come along and paint with me. So I haven't done a lot of painting videos like this elaborately before, so please bear with me. It's quite long, but I hope you will like it and hopefully get some inspiration. I had a lot of fun both painting and recording and talking about my process. It's quite new to me, and yeah, it was really fun. So my paintings didn't really turn out quite as good as I thought. The composition, especially on the one in the gardening book, didn't really is not the best one, but it was really good practice, and let's start. The background here for my little white flowers, and I really want them to pop against this dark background, so I'm going to make it quite dark, and that's why I've done all the masking here. And I have mixed French ultramarine with indigo, a bit of Hansa yellow because I want a bit of a springy, and then to matte it down I add some quinacridone gold, and I think I want a bit of quinacridone purple in here just to matte it down a bit. So this is going to be like, if you look at the reference photo or where I took the image, there, if you look down, there is like a presenting, I don't know what you call it, on top of the wood anyway. Here we go. So this book is a Fabriano paper, and I've had some issues with it when doing quite a lot wet in wet. I find that the paint it dries sort of quickly and you don't have much time to work, and it dries in a really odd way, I think anyway. But it's my garden book. A bit more blue going over here. Then I went over the branch, but that's fine. I'm going to swivel a bit. And I also made one sketch, I totally went over that branch, on some rough arch paper. And I see if, what I will do with that one, but yeah. Okay, it's now going in with indigo here. I don't think I will go all the way to the branches. I just want to add, so I get some variation in here. There's no paint to move, so there's no reason for me doing that. But yeah, this is how it looks right now. And you can see it's already started to dry here. But yeah. Okay, I should continue on with the little one I did. This one. And the same thing here, I've added masking fluid on top and nothing on the branches. So I'm going to go with this little quill brush instead. It's a 10/0 quill from Jackson Art, and I got it from England. I haven't been in England. I ordered online. I do wish I could go to England, however. So this branch is against the woods. So really it's not that much difference in color. I mean, it is in real life. So I'm just mixing up this same color I used before. Adding a bit of purple in here. And this paper usually is a bit more cooperative when it comes to, and I'm going to mix, adding just the paint that I mixed with water, partly to make it flow more and partly to add some more nuances. Look at me talking like I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So I need to focus a bit more here, I say, and go over it, because I didn't mask off the branches. What I like about art paper is that it's this one anyway. It's the first paper that I started with art. Is that it keeps wet pretty long, so you can really work with it. I like to add a bit more darkness just around the flowers to make sure they pop. And here I've just added that, so I'm going to in with some indigo, just the branches here, to make them pop a bit more. And I did have a branch go down here that I lost. I'm going to do a bit more. Like that. I think that's pretty much fine. And then I'll just do a bit of water to get some texture in the background. And then I'm going to let that one dry. And those water drops just gives a bit of texture and color difference, and I think it can look really nice when it's done, hopefully. That's the goal anyway. So I'm going to do the branches before I take off the masking. Branches are pretty grey, so I'm mixing in some burnt sienna and then some French ultramarine, because I want them pretty dark to stand out, but I still want them grey. Oh, I can show you actually. So here, there's a pretty dark color here, but his stem is pretty grey. I'm going to leave it at that, and then I'm going to let it dry. So here we have it all dried. I think it looks pretty cool. And you can see the pretty shadow. So I'm going to do the branch now, and I'll use the same quill. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to use a mix of burnt sienna and ultramarine, and yeah, that is the mix I'm going to use. I'm just mixing it off here to the distance. Still just French ultramarine with burnt sienna, but I do want a bit of a shadow here. And then those are behind this one, like so. And then we had, I think this one went like this. And this is quite a lot drier, as you can see. And I do believe this one went like this. And this, my friends, are the beauty with using an acrylic pencil that dissolves in water. And we have quite a lot of these little guys poking out. Pretty good. It looks more like thorns from like Sleeping Beauty. That's nice. Yeah. Anyway, I think the other one might be done, which I didn't add all those little thingies to. Maybe we should do that. We can do that later. I want to pull off the masking thingy. Okay, so we're going to start with painting in the leaves. So I'm going to do some mixing here. I think I'm going to do it up here. I already have some yellow here. And my yellow is never clean, it's always blue in it. I'm going to add in some French ultramarine. I think we'll be fine. I'm just going to paint the whole, all of the leaves in this little cluster, and then I'm going to go in and add the shadows. I think that's pretty okay. I'm just going to switch to a smaller brush. We're going to try this one. It's a number 2 brand. It's not a brand brush, it's just a cheap one. Yeah. The color of the shadows, what should we do? I think just a Payne's Grey maybe. I'm actually going to change the brush. But I have mixed enhance the yellow light with quinacridone gold. Okay, I'm getting red in my paint. I'm just picking up the same grey mixture I had on the other ones. I really want to emphasize this one, which is a bent one. Like so. And then we got just, oh, we missed some. We have some here. Like that. And then we're just going to add in the shadows for the leaves. And for that, I'm just going to, I'll show you. I'm just going to add, this is the mix that I used for the leaves before. And I'm just going to go in with some quinacridone purple. And that will mix the whole mix, the whole. Like so. I'm pretty happy with how the little flowers came out. I'm trying to keep it pretty loose in this book and not going for any realistic, but more like the feeling of it. So yeah, it's practice. I'm not a naturalistic painter, so, but yeah, I'm happy with it.